baby should be a joyful time, but for too many, it comes with greater risks. Pregnancy and childbirth bring more complications for both parent and baby, leading to serious, sometimes fatal, health risks. But no one should walk this journey alone. Generate Health works to improve what families experience before, during, and after pregnancy. Join our movement. Visit Generate Health's website because every family deserves a healthy start.
Feeling low. Oh, you gotta breathe, 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 breathe. Let it go and let it be, be, be. Yeah, I hope that you're listening. There's only one thing you know you gotta do. That's breathe, breathe, breathe. Life seems like one big test with barely much time to rest. It goes right when you go left. It's more than you can digest, but nobody's gonna die if you say you need some time to step back and clear your mind. Yeah, everyone will be.
Hey, we jamming. Everybody come on in. It is time for the Own Your Now show. It is Wellness Wednesday. I am your host, Tracy Berry McGee, also known as Divine T.
And I am your co-host. You know what? I will say this. I'm Tracy's co-host, and I am the co-host of the Own Your Now show. It's something about saying I am Tracy's co-host that I just love, love, love. I am Yolanda Langford, and they call me Lady Yo.
That's right, y'all. And I'll share her with you, but she is my Lady Yo.
Yes. Tracy, let me tell you something. Sometimes that song hits. I mean, it's always nice to hear, but sometimes it hits. The words today was like, it's okay if things aren't perfect. Just keep living, live your best life. All that goodness.
All
that song says.
All that goodness. Everybody, we are all about goodness. You all know we're all about wellness, opportunity, knowledge, and empowerment. We are live on Facebook as well as on YouTube. So if you're watching us on the B side, which is the Facebook side, you can share us to your page. We love the shares. If you're following us on the YouTube side, make sure that you subscribe. We are sponsored by Generate Health, STL. We're all about maternal health care and all of those great things. And we'd love for all of the great owners to tap right in and let us know what you're sipping on, what's in your cup. And we're going to make sure that we sip it up with you all. Of course, our co-host that's in the YouTube land, Robert Jackson, is there with us. Hey, Robert. Hope everything is well, and we tapping in with everybody. I feel like Romper Room to say what's in your cup and asking everybody, let's chat it up. But first off, Lady O, first off, I gotta ask you, what's in your cup?
Let me tell you, I feel kind of special tonight. I have a Cabernet that was sent to my home from Gallo Winery. So this is a cab from Gallo. Everyone knows I'm a California girl, and Gallo is a California winery. And the crazy thing about it is my grandpa Elmore York and my uncle Claude Moore worked at Gallo. So I have a connection from way back in the day.
That's some history right there.
Isn't it funny how it all comes around?
Some herstory. That's some herstory.
Yes. So, I got to ask you, Divine T, what are you sipping on?
I am sipping on a cab as well. And when I tell you, it's hitting so different because it's been hot outside, y'all. It's been really, really hot. And so because of that, you want something refreshing. But for me today, I just needed to calm down because it's a busy week and weekend.
Let me tell you, what do we say, Tracy? It's hot as that thing.
As hot as that thing. And I'm just glad that we can relax together. This is like a wind down Wednesday for us, huh?
Absolutely. And let me say this also while I'm shouting out. Girl, I had to have my H2O today. So transparency. Y'all know I love to put my hands in the soil. I'm a farmer's daughter. I was up at 5 o'clock this morning because I knew it was going to be hot. I was tending to my flowers and tending to my patio, my deck, because tonight I'm going to light my candles and my water feature is on, and I'm going to just enjoy a little libation with my sweetie.
I love that. I love that. You know, I literally burn incense all throughout the year, and it's something about burning the incense, having the water. You need all the elements, and you're good going into the soil. I have the little spray bottle now so my grandson can water them, but I have not gotten to literally putting my hands in the soil.
Let me tell you, the lady who does my nails, she said, "Girl, what have you been doing?" Because I don't wear gloves, but the water is important. I have a water feature on my deck. It's just like a low waterfall. You could just hear the water running, and I have a little music out there. So you know what? I'm going to enjoy my time with y'all, but I have some plans for later on.
Well, we got to do our wellness room shout outs. Let's see who is here with us today, who's tapping in and saying hey to everybody.
Hold on. Keisha Boo Phillips, Stop the Press. She graduated. You know, Dallas Holland has, I think it's a university where she teaches phlebotomy and things of that such. And I know for sure one of the graduates was our very own owner, Keisha Boo Phillips. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Keisha Boo. Well, Joan is here with us. She's always in. And Sandra Ward is on the YouTube side. So, hey, you know what?
Hey, let me shout out my family, honey, because family is everything. Sandra Ward is my cousin. Her mom, Ruth Ward, is my cousin. Let me tell you something about Ruth. She has jumped out of a plane, like at a seasoned age. She jumped out of a plane. So she is my shero. She's my shero. Hey, cousins, how y'all doing? Thank you so much. Family support is everything.
You know what, lady, y'all? I have a Sandra Ward and a Ruth Ward in my family. Woo! We just related. As actually, I need to find out what part of or where are they from, because
they live in California.
Okay. So our family is from Tupelo, Mississippi, and West Point, Mississippi. And my great grandmother, her last name was Ward, and my grandmother's last name is Ward, and all of my family members. So we just might be cousins.
Well, you know what? God knew what he was doing when he put us together to work together, because he knew we had something in common. So we're going to do that research and we'll let y'all know.
That's right. Keisha Lee is in there.
Hey, Keisha, it was so good to see you at the event. It was a rhythm and music, so celebrating people. Our own Latanya Honor was there, and she was honored. It was so good to see you. And I know y'all have a lot going on. Oh, wait a minute. Keisha.
Wait a minute. Keisha threw out.
Yeah. Keisha threw out the first pitch. She was practicing, and I think she did it. She made it to the plate.
I was there. She made it, and I mean, she did a great job. She did a great job, as they are.
Oh, Tracy, you were there. You were there. And our young man, he sang the Black National Anthem, Miles.
That's right. He's on.
That was an awesome day.
Yes, that was an awesome day. It was a hot one. It's been a lot of hot days here in St. Louis. I don't know where everybody's tuning in. I don't know what the weather is, but I hope you all are staying hydrated, because as Yolanda says, or Lady O says, it is hotter than that thing. It really is. But speaking of hot, man, we got some hot people coming on today.
We do, but let me tell you this, Tracy. I got to cut in because, I have to do my birthday shout outs.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Robert, give us some birthday shout outs. Lady O, who we shouting out today?
We are shouting out Brad M. Edwards. He is Dad's To-Do-List. He's our very own St. Louis, and he was featured on the Jennifer Hudson show with our own Kyra Betts. So we want to say happy birthday, Brad. Chai Anderson, our girl. It's her birthday. She is fabulous with those photos, taking them and being in the photos. So happy birthday, Chai. We have KJ Thatcher. Let me tell you something about this young man. He's a new groom, a new husband. He just got married a couple of weeks ago to Marisa Brooks, Esther Brooks' daughter, Amber. Amber and KJ are married, sitting in a tree, KSS the ING. So it is KJ's birthday. Happy birthday, KJ. We have Tiffany Tate Butler. Remember Tiffany? She rode those motorcycles. It is her birthday. Happy birthday, Tiffany. This is special to me. You know how I am about my hometown. I want to say happy birthday to Don Hill. He went to Oakdale High School with me, and I'll tell you something about Don. He made my high school years special. He and John Medford made sure I was a cheerleader. They voted me in. They made sure they supported me in all my things. So happy birthday, Don Hill. We also have Adrian Duncombe. Let me say this.
Oh, wow.
He is the uncle to our very own Melina Smith.
All right.
Yes, so happy birthday, Adrian. The funny story behind him is I was the wedding coordinator for he and his beautiful bride.
Wow. That's
many moons ago. I think
way back. They go way back.
Way back. I think Melina was a flower girl. That's how long ago it was.
She's an adult now. Well, remember Dikembe Mutombo, he was on our show. It's his birthday. Rest in peace. Solange Knowles, her birthday. Jimmy Walker.
JJ. What did JJ used to say? Dynamite.
Oh, dynamite. I heard that he won't say it for people anymore. I don't know.
Well, probably not, but I said it.
Yes, because we can say it, and we can. That part. Lou Brock, Shannon Sharp, Irv Gotti. Okay. Wow.
Lou Brock, rest in peace. You know, I love me some Lou Brock and Jackie. Lou has passed on, but Jackie is still spreading the gospel, and she is one of a kind.
Yeah.
Keisha Boo said, remember July 13th is Raging River Sensory Day for Autism. She said it's free.
Oh, wow. And wait a minute, Keisha and everybody out there in Facebook and St. Louis land, did you all know Six Flags is closing?
The Six Flags in California, or is it all of them?
It's the one in St. Louis. I don't know about all of them, but I don't go to Six Flags. I haven't been in a long time because I'm not a roller coaster girl. But I heard that they're closing. So
somebody do the research. Let us know.
Here, but you all better find out and go if you need to get your roller coaster on. You know what? Speaking of birthdays, one just passed. Bruce and his brother. Happy birthday to Bruce. Bruce and gosh, I can't think of his brother's name. My McElroys. So they're the McElroy brothers, and they're twins. And it's something because my husband asked one how old they were. He's like, you can't be that old. And he asked the other twin, and he was like, well, what did he tell you? Bruce and Brian. So yeah, happy birthday to you all. And another shout out, Lady O, the Golden Ticket Day, the Black girls, the Black women who rock. It was bad, man. It was so good. It was bad.
And congratulations to your daughter, because she is doing the thing. She is out there in the community, just bringing light. And thank God people are shining the light on her. And also our very own guest today, B. Marcel. She was one of the honorees. And Melissa Bradley, Shameen Clark.
Yes, y'all. We could go on and on and on. But we have a hot guest coming up. We have several hot guests. And but we got to bring up a living legend, of course. Who do we have coming up, y'all? We need a drum roll.
Roll. Everybody do a drum roll. We are about to bring up the legendary DJ Cut.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
You know what's up. We are so glad to see you. You have been our guest many a times, but every time we say legendary DJ Cut.
Hey, it's appreciated. Sometimes when I hear the word legendary, I'll be like, damn, am I close to death now?
No, that just means we're seasoned, honey. We're seasoned.
Right.
We're seasoned.
Purpose. But we got to ask you, what's in your cup? What you sipping on? What are you sipping on?
All right. Well, I got the red cup, so that only means one thing. My drink comes straight from, the Smoky Mountains of Tennessee. It is a bottle of water.
I love it, love it, love it. We're going to jump right in. DJ Cut, tell us a little bit about your history.
All right, hey, Keisha Lee, I need you to holler at me. I lost my contacts in my phone, so I just saw the.
We'll connect you, I promise.
Yes. Well, as far as my history, I've been, some people be like, I've been DJing all my life. No, literally, I've been DJing all my life. So started as a child, collecting records. Everybody wanted toys. I just, I'm 56, so hey, I wanted 45s. I wasn't tripping off no toys and nothing like that. But I always had an interest in radio and DJing and, going to the concerts back in the day, wishing there was me on the stage. All of us fantasized who was really serious about DJing. But fast forward, took it serious. I went right here in St. Louis to Flow Valley, in 1989. But before then, Peabody Projects, you DJing house parties, in the projects, Doris Webby and Peabody. So, this was always collecting records, but knew I wanted to learn radio. So Flow Valley was a hands-on 100-watt radio station. I got to know behind the scenes, the technical part about radio and learning how to work the equipment and all that type of stuff. So, used to go over to the Wiz. We went to the Wiz back in the day. You know what I'm saying? I was posted up at the DJ booth, watching my man, rest in peace to Captain G, shout to Toss and Ted, Doc Love, Rock and Reed. So, I got my real red cup back then, you know what I'm saying? I'm watching, they doing live broadcasts on Magic 108. I'm like, okay, I got to get in there, introduce myself to Captain G, who introduced me to Kevy Kev, and Chuck Atkins had a chance to put his ear to what I was doing, started mixing on Magic 108. 7 O'Clock Slam in 1992. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. So, went on to work for The Beat, went on tour with Sid the Entertainer, went on tour with Nelly, St. Lunatics, Let's just say what it is, and opportunity came in 2002 to go to New York City. They was launching this station called Power 105, which is still standing. As a morning show DJ with the legendary Ed Lover and Dr. Dre, as well as the mix show coordinator for the station. And, I can go on and on and on how much y'all want me to go, but,
Well, you know what? It is just fabulous to give
break of dawn.
Oh, Tracy, get her little rap in, y'all.
I cannot rap, but I do want to say that we've seen you at so many different concerts. What do you feel was one of the best concerts or tours ever? Because you done been with like Janet Jackson and everybody, right?
No, I've never been with Janet Jackson. You
met Janet, haven't you?
Oh yeah. I met everybody except Michael Jackson and Prince. But from Oprah Winfrey to Jay-Z to Janet to Mariah, Beyonce more than a million times because been on the tour, and Destiny's Child was on that tour. But that is hard to pick, like the best concert or the biggest concert. Wow.
Or say which one made you feel DJ Cut?
Yeah. It was actually our Powerhouse concert at Madison Square Garden. And to be able to stand on that stage like, this is the garden right here. You know what I'm saying? Feel it. I love it. Out, you know what I'm saying? That was
I love it. It's funny because when I'm at a concert and I hear DJ Cut, I scream like, that's fine. I'm so more excited to hear you than I am to see the artist. So you have that effect on people. We know you have an event coming up. Talk to us about your event, my dear.
Yep. So the event that's coming up is this Saturday, June 28th, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. So it's during the day. We're just making it easy because a lot of us ain't trying to be outside to no midnight and 1 o'clock. I'm just saying. So it's at Love 7217 Lindbergh, right there, Lindbergh and 270. And the whole purpose of this, and yes, people had to twist my arm and twist my leg to do it, you know, because for those who don't know, I was diagnosed with multiple myeloma July 1st of 2024. So ever since then, people have been like, yo, you should do a fundraiser. I'm one of those people who, you know, I have always did for other people. So I'm like, I don't want to ask nobody for nothing. But, you know, as you dealing with cancer, the disease, you have to understand one thing. Your regular life is still going on. This is added to it. You don't get to be like, well, I'm gonna just deal with cancer and don't deal with the rest of my life. You still gotta deal with life. Life is lifing. The bills are steady coming. I'm like, damn, how much this costs again? Wait a minute, what did the insurance cover? Like, I got the insurance and the bill's steady crazy. And you know how we do it, 800 number store coming through your phone. You like, yeah, I'll get back to you. But, you know, just being totally transparent, life has life. And, you know, I finally listened to everybody and I'm going to do a fundraiser. So the event is actually free to get in. Make a donation at the door.
Okay, we love it. Can I ask you, when were you diagnosed with cancer?
Yeah, July 1st of 2024. And going by all the symptoms, I realized I had it for a while and I didn't know. I had no clue. I'm not one of those men who don't believe in going to the doctor. I don't miss doctor's appointments. I don't miss dentist appointments, vision appointments. I'm not that guy. I will go to the doctor, eat right, exercise. Yeah, do I drink alcohol sometimes? Yes, but the majority of the time I'm drinking water. But I started noticing this pain in my right hip, actually before COVID, you know, because I trained in martial arts. Shout out to my brother, Emperor. You know, he's a Muay Thai instructor. So I've been in martial arts for a minute. But even I can recall, like, even 2018, my hip being sore. But you know, I go to the doctor, they was like, hey, you're getting older. It could be arthritis or we're going to give you these pain pills. So I'm not even thinking nothing remotely connected to cancer at all. So, you know, COVID happened 2020, moved to Tampa, you know, doing the family thing, but I'm still feeling this pain in my hip. But hey, the doctor said I'm cool, so just take the pain pills. And I ain't one of them pain pill type dudes. So I wasn't really, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't really taking that stuff. But the pain in my hip wouldn't go away. So fast forward to 2023, December, and you know, I'm training and we kicking and punching and stuff. I was like, hey, let me stop. I'm done. This pain in my hip is too bad. Then, you know, I have a 9-year-old son. So, you know, as a parent, I gotta race him. You know, I was racing him like early 2024, usually smoke him. The pain in my hip was like, he's going to win this race and you're just going to deal with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so
right.
That's how that happened. But, you know, fast forward, kept complaining to my primary doctor. The nurse practitioner sent me to get, she told me she wanted me to get an MRI, but we know how these insurance companies work. So you have to get an x-ray first, then get an ultrasound, then they have to approve you for the MRI, which they didn't approve. So I'm still not thinking nothing as serious as cancer. I'm like, okay, it is what it is with them. Then early June, I started feeling this pain in the back of my neck, shooting down my left shoulder, all the way down to my fingertips. And I'm like, I don't know what this is, but I drugged myself to BJC West the Saturday before Father's Day. The ER doctor sent me to see a spine specialist. She got the MRI done, and there was cancer on my spine. And one of the lesions was sitting on the nerve that controls all this. So she got the MRI done, got that call July 1st. Go to Barnes, you're being admitted. I'm like, damn, wait a minute. I got these 2 parties to do July 2nd and July 4th for Dave Stewart. So how am I going to tell this man I can't do his party? That's all I'm thinking about. I'm driving to Barnes, pissed, like, I got to get admitted. So they did a CAT scan, full body, everything, full body PET scan, CAT scan, MRI, they took all my blood. They was doing everything in the world. I'm like, okay, so I'm here, what? And then this doctor walks in, look with this crazy look on his face. I'm like, because I had a cousin of mine who was in there with me, Karen. So he walked. I don't know why they gotta walk in slow, being so dramatic. Like, man, walk
slow
in.
motion, huh? Like on TV, like
yes. Speed the walk up, man. You come in, moving
Tell me.
all slow, and it's because he told me at first on July 1st it was lymphoma. So I'm just laying there like, what the hell? Okay, how? And I wasn't going to be able to leave. Like, I'm here, and they just waiting to admit me in the room. And I'm like, damn, where this come from? My mother, my father, it don't run in the family. So, they kept running tests and doing all this other stuff. So by the end of the week, they said it was multiple myeloma. I still never heard of that. How about that? I don't know what this is, but multiple myeloma is not curable, it's treatable, but it attacks, it's in your blood. It attacks your bones. So I had a fractured rib as well, just out of nowhere. And when I tell you, enjoy sneezing, because it is so overrated, because I'm telling you, with a fractured rib and I sneeze, I grabbed the back of a chair and damn near broke it like one of the monsters. That's how bad it hurt. And that's how I found out I had multiple myeloma. So got admitted and stayed in Sideman all of July. And during my time there, Tammy Holland passed away. So that compounds it even more. Lost a friend to cancer. Your mind already playing tricks on you, up in the I had a lot of support. I had a lot of visitors, but when it's all said and done, when you land in that bed by yourself at night, you like, what in the F is going on?
Let me say this.
Yeah.
We are so thankful you came.
Yes.
Because came on our show because we know you are busy and you have a lot of things going on. But when I called you, I texted you, said yes. And we are here for you. We love you.
Yes, we do.
Love you too.
And
it's never a no.
I think the moment I came to St. Louis 30 years ago, you know what I'm saying? DJ Cut. And so we are here for you. Please tell everyone how they can support you at your event again.
The event.
Before you say this, we're a wellness show, right? And Keisha, she said, my husband, she literally said, has been going through the same symptoms for a couple of years and they can't find anything. So it was meant for me to be on this call. We have to make sure that we share and make sure that we are aware. And that's a blessing within itself. But the other thing that Keisha said that was really important is, DJ Cut, allow us to love on you. Allow us to make sure that we share what's going on and that we make donations, whether you're in town or out of town. This ain't about the heat. This is about us making sure that we take care of each other. That's most important.
Right. And I will say, I just recently had a stem cell transplant in April, and that's supposed to put the cancer in remission. So that is the reason for my new haircut, done by chemotherapy, the barber, because it's going to wipe all
looking good, baby.
All right, but again, you can donate to my Cash App. I should have sent that in advance, but
put it in the link.
Okay, all right, cool. So I'll figure out how to do that. Sometime.
We'll put all his information in the link, owners, so we can support our DJ Cut.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate it. So the Cash App is Xavier, so that's spelled the normal way, Xavier. did I mess up the name? Cut. Yeah. KUT. So Xavier Cut, one word, Cash App. So that's how you make the donation. So if you're in town, slide by Love Nightclub. So that's 7217 Lindbergh. So and I'm telling people, look, let's take a picture. Don't be waiting. Man, we're gonna take a picture next time. Look, it ain't guaranteed. It is not guaranteed. Being in Siteman, 2 long stints. Last July I was in there the whole month. Then I just recently had the stem cell transplant.
Mm-hmm.
So in there 3 weeks. Hey, a lot of people didn't walk out of that hospital. I'm telling you.
Well, let me say this. I might have to slide up in the club and take it's been a minute since I've been in the club, DJ Cut.
That's what we,
Indeed.
we
I
are.
want to slide up in the club and get me a picture and support you. Love you so much. Before we go, we have to ask you, what is your affirmation word? What is that one word that means something to you right now?
Live.
Oh,
Simple and plain. Live. Don't take nothing for granted. Don't let things stress you out. Don't let things stress you out. Things you're not supposed to even worry about. Like, people ask me about the Diddy case. I don't care. It don't have nothing to do with my life. Any of that type of stuff, man. It was Tupac gay. What you think? I don't care. I'm not wasting any energy on nothing that's giving me life. So no,
live. That's your word.
Live. Yes.
Y'all snap it up, clap it up in the comments for the man we love,
Yes.
DJ Cut.
Appreciate y'all.
All right now. We take care of our own, y'all. So he's gonna make sure that he puts the information in the chat. One of the things that I saw, Jamie Valentine Dolby, she's like, I'm here for Cut, y'all. And yes, your story will save lives. That's what it's all about, making sure we don't suffer in silence. And y'all, he looked good, y'all. I'm telling you right now. So he living his life to the fullest, but we must share. And we thank you for sharing and not saying I don't want to tell anyone. And everybody has their own way to live their life. Okay. But what he has decided to do is share it so that he will be a testimony to us all. He will continue to be blessed. And we're blessed because of it.
Yes. And he said, live. So y'all, let's do it.
Let's do it. Speaking of living, y'all, we got 4 other folks coming up, and we're going to bring our next guest right up. She's living. They are living for the community, making sure that they do work in the community. And this is what I love the most about our show, is the fact that we can be about love, peace, and happiness and all that good stuff. Let's bring up Catalina and Miss Hurd. How y'all doing?
Good. How are you?
We're good.
We are fabulous. I know you were watching DJ Cut, and we are about to talk about how y'all gonna make us look good while we're doing good. So y'all, we're about to talk about how we're gonna look good while we go see DJ Cut's event. Go to DJ Cut's event. Ladies, I have to ask you first, Catalina, what's in your cup? What you sipping on?
So I have some ginger soda. It's actually called Verner's. So I learned about it whenever I recently visited some of my cousins in Michigan, and I love it.
Okay, now what is it again?
It's actually ginger soda, but it's called Verner's. VERORS.
I have to try that. I love me some ginger. Okay, now how about you, Daria? What are you sipping on?
So for me, I have some pink lemonade in my cup. It's hot outside. And the country girl in me likes some lemonade or some tea. So
I love it. I'm a country girl too, so sweet tea and lemonade are my go-to also. Ladies, let's jump into it. You have a retail store that has blossomed. Catalina, tell us how you started and where you're at today.
Yeah, so we started a boutique in Alton, Illinois in October of 2024. And it had pretty much everything that you can think about. And we really wanted to be like a specialty gift shop so people can just come and get something unique, not only for themselves, but for anyone that they love. And so on June the 3rd, we actually had a soft opening in Berkeley Well, we brought over our boutique items and we took over a candy shop that is in Berkeley. And we're so excited to be more visible to the community and just see just the different community members come in the door pretty much every day.
All right, now listen here, Tracy. Sounds like somewhere we need to go.
I've been there. Let me tell you, I did. I've been there. Not only do they support the community, they give back to the community. And so, remember you had that corner store where you knew the people, and they giving out, you all giving out freeze pops and all kind of stuff to the kids. So they come through, they got candy, they got the hair items, they got all the stuff that you need, and they're in our community. They're in the community. And that's what's most important, that we support more of our entrepreneurs that are in the community.
Yes.
Love Her, though. The name Love Her. What does that mean, Daria?
So we actually put our names together. So she's Caslina Love Mosley. I'm Daria Hurt. So we just took the T off of my last name. And then Energy. Necessities, Retail, and Gear. But we thought it sounded good to put energy together. So we came up with the name by just putting our names together like that.
I love that. I never would have guessed that. That is, y'all got an exclusive now. They love some exclusives. I love that. If I walk into your store, what will I see?
So you're going to see candy. You're going to see specialty candles. We have vendors that we partner with. One of our vendors is actually a breast cancer survivor. We call her Miss Pinky. And so they're fruit candles that look like dessert, but it's actually a candle. We have food dried food that you can take home. We have ice cream, freezer food. We have necessity items, bleach, Windex, Kleenex, paper towels. We have boutique items, so we have the jewelry. We have some minimum hair products, and we have a whole refrigerator full of different type of drinks that, and you choose whatever you want, and everything is reasonable.
Hold on. She said something. Everything is reasonable. I like it already. I like it already because that's important when you're talking about community. It has to be reasonable for people to come in and accessible for people to come in. And we know you're in Berkeley, and sometimes there might be a food desert. It might be some things that people can't normally get, but you're there for the community. How does that feel, Daria? How does that feel in your soul to say, I'm able to provide these items for people who look like me, who have needs like me?
It feels really good. We've already had, the children have come in. They've been so well-mannered, and they've made it a point to make sure they tell us to have a good day. They're coming back. We've also had people come in who just moved to the neighborhood and needed small things like body wash and toilet paper and things. And we've been able to supply that so they didn't have to go try to figure out a way to get somewhere further away. They walked in and they were able to walk home with what they needed. So it felt good.
I love it. I'm feeling good just hearing you say it, because let me say this. I'll give you a prime example. When I was in college, my grandmother would send me one roll of toilet paper, one tube of toothpaste, because she told me my smile was going to take me a long way. She was right. And she'd always send me some scripture, but it would always seem like when I was down to my last, that roll of toilet paper or that toothpaste came in handy. So what you're doing is providing foundation for people and confidence that they can carry on, and dignity.
Yes,
that part.
That's what I get, that dignity part, when I hear what you're doing, providing for the community. Caslina, I know you are here for the community. Tell us how the community can get to you.
Yes, so we are located at 8351 Frost Avenue in Berkeley, Missouri. We also, the community can reach out to us on Facebook at Love Her NRG LLC. We're on Instagram at Love Her Energy, and our website is loveherinnergy.square.site, SITE.
Okay, I love it. I love it. So now look at here. I'm coming.
Yes.
Right.
I'm coming. First of all, I'm so proud of you two, because to take on this entity and to bring it into the community, it's big. It's big. It's, you hear all the big conglomerates. However, we all know how important it is to have something that's yours in your community.
Yes.
It is. And the fact that you came together to do it, because oftentimes people act like we can't come together to do things great. And you all were on the East Boogie side. Y'all probably went to the Wiz too, did y'all?
They laughing. They laughing.
We was not at the Wiz. And then
I went to the Wiz, but I heard about it.
and now you're on this side doing the work and making sure that you were close to a school too. So when school come back, boy, you all are gonna be out there. So everybody needs to stop by. Tell everybody the times that you all are open.
So we're open Tuesday through Friday from 12 to 5 p.m. And then on Saturdays, we're open from
12 to 3 p.m. on Saturdays.
All right. I love it. So they will be in our chat and give all the information. So if you thought I missed it, you didn't miss anything. They're going to put it in the chat and we're going to show up and show out.
That's right. Can you all tell us, what is your wellness word? We'll start with you, Casalina. What's your wellness word for today?
focused.
Focus. Right? Because
So many times in life, everything is running at you at the same time. And sometimes there's no good time to start whatever you feel like your heart wants to do. And so there's times in life where you just need to focus and just move forward, onward and upward.
Ooh, I like that.
Daria.
Okay, Miss Daria, what is your word?
My word is peace.
Yes, peace.
I want to spin my chair around, but I can't. Peace is everything. Talk to us about peace in your life, ma'am.
Well, for me, especially as it relates to this, I've been working in corporate America as well as higher education, and I still work in higher education as well. But there's a level of peace that I'm able to have when it's something that's mine and something that other people can't control or take away from you, and we're able to do it with good hearts, and everybody doesn't always have that. So there's a level of peace that we have when we go into our own space without others involved in the managing of it.
I'm snapping you all the way.
Our own space. All right. We thank you both for coming on. We'll be seeing you all. I got some stuff for y'all too, so I'm gonna stop back by there. It's real close. Y'all know we all in the same neighborhoods: Berkeley, Ferguson, Florissant, St. Louis City, St. Louis County. Y'all get over there on Frost.
And listen, anywhere in St. Louis you can get in 30 minutes. Take your 30 minutes, because I'm gonna take my 30 minutes and y'all gonna see me.
That's right. All right. We'll see you soon, ladies.
Oh, I love them.
Look, everybody loves them, and we need to support them. When she said the piece of being able to make sure that she's doing what she loves to do, and she's, we can do the jobs for everybody else, but when it's your own, that's a game changer. It's literally,
because you know what? They're owning their now.
They're owning their now. Speaking of owning your now, y'all, we still got Dr. Snaz coming up, and Victor Goins is in the green room. But there's an event that's coming up, and there's a sister that just got the golden ticket, and she's still giving back to the community. What are we talking about, Lady O?
We are talking about the one and only B. Marcel.
B.
Hi, I'm so happy to be here.
Oh, we are happy to have you. And let me say this. Congratulations. I want to say, wait, this is an exclusive. We're the first to interview you since you got your golden ticket.
Absolutely you are. Yes.
This is fantastic. I have the transparency. I've known this beautiful woman when she was a girl, and just to see all the things that you have been able to accomplish, but more than anything, bring back to St. Louis. First, I'm going to ask you, what's in your cup? What you sipping on?
Ooh, my cup is right here. And if you can see it, which I have a background of, it says, "Don't quit your daydream." And inside of it is a turmeric vitality tea. So it helps with your overall immune support.
Oh, and that's so important because as women, we go, and we put our immune system on the back. So I'm so proud of you for putting it on the forefront. Let me say this. Tell us about Jewels. Just the name seems, I just see diamonds and rubies and emeralds. What does Jewels mean?
Jewels Incorporated is a nonprofit organization that I started my senior year at Howard University. And
Bisons.
Yes. Don't do the math, but it was 18 years ago. So we have been operating nationwide for over 18 years. Thank you.
That is amazing. Tell us what is the organization? What do they service? What do they do with the community?
Oh, absolutely. So we are a national youth mentoring nonprofit. So we primarily focus on girls, but we've expanded our programming to focus on mentorship for young boys. And then also, in addition to that, career development for the collegiate level. So we're preparing college students for the career. I used to work for a large corporation here locally in St. Louis. And one of the things that they said was there's not a lot of talent in the African-American market. So we have a solution for that. And Jewels Inc. is doing career readiness and preparing our youth and our next future leaders to take on these corporate roles and these corporate opportunities.
Now, I heard you say you 18 years ago. I know that you have with many organizations all over the world, but you are bringing something special to St. Louis.
I am. So we have Juneteenth. So it's a play on words, right? So it's clearly our version of honoring Juneteenth. The Howard University branch of Jewels Incorporated actually coined this years before Biden made it an official federal holiday. And it's just really our way of just, paying homage to those that have come before us. It started as a social campaign, but then I was presented with the opportunity to create the first ever government supported Juneteenth event here in the city of St. Louis. And that was such an honor, you all. It was such an honor because my ancestors, those that have come before me, were sold as slaves on the old courthouse step. So to be able to take this and be the first ever in the city of St. Louis and bring it full circle for myself, for my family, Dr. Eleanor Hancock, my grandparents, Barbara and Richard Hancock, they've since gone on and passed away. But we love St. Louis so much. We are rooted here. Our family is here, clearly since pretty much almost the beginning.
I love that. And I love the support. I'm looking in the chats and your mom says, that's my baby girl. I'm so proud of her. Everybody wants to make sure that they support the things that you do. I mean, being a mom and having a nonprofit, we all know we wear so many hats. Why was it so important that you do this here in St. Louis?
Oh my goodness. It's so important. The roots, right? It is, for me, we really can't know what our vision is, where we're going, if we don't know where we come from. So for me, Juneteenth is so important because it's really about teaching our youth about the hidden treasures that we deposited into this land. So all of the things that we have done, we've contributed to St. Louis. We built St. Louis, and really understanding that. And I think once our youth really understand that we are the ones who built this city, they will have more pride, take more pride and ownership in it, and then own their future.
That's it.
And that is the truth. We have to teach them that this didn't start with the internet.
Right.
That we have blood, sweat, and tears into this community, into this soil, and we expect that they carry forth. Yes. And, it's something my mother always said, kids like rules and regulations. Many people think, just let them run. They want to know. Their minds are so ready to absorb. And I'm so proud of you for this platform where they can get the information. Now you have a great event coming up. Tell
Yes.
everyone where they can come celebrate with you.
Well, let me tell you all this, okay? So one thing that Jewels Incorporated and I live by, and this is not my word for today, so it's not that, but it is a real core belief of mine, and that's unity. So for the past, this is now going to be our 4th annual event. But for the past 4 years, I have worked very hard along with a team, a very small and mighty team, to really focus on uniting us across the region, right? So I work on a number of community events that are simply about uniting and bringing us together. And so what we want to do for Juneteenth is this year, this Sunday, and much love and thanks to our treasurer of the city of St. Louis, Treasurer Adam Lane, for helping us, for sponsoring us, and for presenting this. But we have Juneteenth. It is a celebration of sound and freedom. It is happening this Sunday from 2:00 p.m. to 6:00 p.m. It is free. It is open to the public. However, we are asking that everyone register so that we can keep track of who's coming and make sure that we have enough light bites for everyone during this time. So please register at Juneteenth.com. But what you're going to experience, and this is really what we're rooted in, right, is our history and understanding our history and loving on our history. And so we are going to be honoring the late, great Chuck Berry. So much love and thanks to him, to his son, Butch Berry, and the entire Berry family. And we are also going to have Brooke Mayer and Royce Martin of the Scott Joplin House coming as well. So we're going to learn a lot of things. We're going to be inspired by our history so we can know where we're going to go for our future. We'll have live music, live art, and really this is a closing celebration. So this is where that unity piece comes from. If you participated or organized a Juneteenth event this year in 2025 and or last year, 2024, we want you there because this is a St. Louis Juneteenth closing ceremony. So we are closing out the month of June. We are bringing everybody together. We want to honor you. We want to work together next year to even make Juneteenth even that more special. So please, if you organized or were a part of organizing a Juneteenth event in 2024 or 2025, please, please, please register at Juneteenth.com. We have a special registration for you. And if you would like to attend, please register. It's a family thing. It's family friendly. Bring the kids out. We'll have a food truck available for you all to get meals. So please, please, please come out and support this event. Let's unite St. Louis.
Yes, and I'll be there, as Michael Jackson says.
Oh, wait. You're not just going to be there, you all. Let me tell you all how special this is.
That sounds like an exclusive, don't it?
It is an exclusive.
Yes. This exclusive is, she's not just going to be there. Our award-winning Lady Yo is going to be our MC for the event. Clap that up, y'all. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Y'all see how she snuck that in there? She's always doing work for the community and making sure that she's.
I love St. Louis because St. Louis first loved me. I'll tell you what, I might be 314-ish, but let me tell you, St. Louis has been so good to me, and I've met jewels along the way. And Dr. Hancock, I love you, and I love your family and what you're doing in our city. And I have to shout out Dr. Eleanor Hancock, who is the pediatrician to most individuals in St. Louis. So she has raised a beautiful daughter who has come to St. Louis, back to St. Louis, to make sure we are setting history right and being a part of history, a beautiful part of history.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, B. Marcel. Before we go, we have to ask you, what is your affirmation word?
So my affirmation word is unstoppable. And here's why. Once I got that award, that's one of my favorite songs, first of all, and I had no idea they were going to play it, but that was my exit song. But here's the thing. So many things happen in life where the enemy will try to stop you. people will try to pull you down, keep you down at your lowest. People may walk away from you, but God is always with you. And when last summer I had a traumatic experience as well, I was hit by a car, and I thought I was going to pass away, honestly. And when I got in the ambulance, the Holy Spirit told me to pray a certain prayer. And as soon as I prayed that prayer, God told me we got work to do. So we are unstoppable. This Juneteenth, it's legacy building. And I want to, before I go, I want to encourage, if there's any youth, any teenagers, any kids that are watching this, any college students that are watching this, Juneteenth is about building legacy, right? It's all about building legacy. Like Lady Yo just said, my mother, Dr. Eleanor F. Hancock, my dad, Peter Buckner. Juneteenth is all about building legacy. My Juneteenth is actually going to be hosted by Dr. Eleanor F. Hancock's Distinguished Jewels. It is produced by my sister and her company, Methodical Productions. So it's about us coming together as a community, but then y'all also working together as a family. So if you have any issues with your family or anything like that, any strife, peace, be still, right? Like peace is really what it's all about, so that you can be unstoppable. Don't let strife stop you or keep you from doing what God has purposed for you to do.
Well,
let me tell you something. You know, I'm getting chills because our song for our show is Unstoppable by Devonna Moore. So this is full circle. This is what we're doing. I love it. She will be in the chat to tell everyone where they can come to her event and see what she's doing with Juneteenth. We thank you so much, and I will see you. And we will see you soon.
That's
Thank
right.
you so much. Right. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You know, we have another guest coming up. We actually have two more guests. Two amazing guests. Reading in the chat. Cynthia says building our legacy and uniting. Keisha says unstoppable. Jamie's like, yes, you are 314-ish, Lady Yo. Y'all know we got that from the 314-ish. Jamie has all of the tea, all of the swag there. And Pharrell, she literally put all the information in the chat. So I hope you all are sharing. Deborah says she will be there. So we all need to be there to celebrate. But speaking of somebody that celebrates, that travels, the doctor is in the house, y'all.
Let me tell you, this lady is so phenomenal. I said, you have to come on our show. We are about to introduce you to someone, she's a doctor. She's a woman who is living life in full color. We are talking about the one and only Dr. Cecil Swiderski. And I call her Dr. Snaz.
Hey, Dr. Snaz, how are you?
Can you hear me?
Absolutely.
I can't see myself anymore.
We can see you. And everyone.
We can see you clearly, darling. We can. Okay. You know what? Let me say this. First, I'm going to ask, what's in your cup? Water. That's why she's beautiful, y'all. That's why she's so beautiful and that clear skin. Dr. Snaz.
This is all I drink every day, all day long. I drink 3 bottles every morning before I get out of bed.
I believe it because let me say, I follow you, so I know you telling the truth. Dr. Snaz, talk to us about what you do professionally.
Maybe the question should be, what is it that I don't do? Did you know that we're lagging just a little bit?
It's okay. It's not lagging on this end.
Okay. It's lagging on my end, so I hope I don't get confused.
We'll take our time. Time.
Take your time. So talk to us about Dr. Snaz, Dr. Cecil.
Dr. Cecil, Dr. Snaz, she believes in health and wellness and beauty, traveling, woman empowerment, that sort of thing. She likes to put her hands in everything. She likes to learn and read and write. She's an author ×2 books. Also been on Netflix in a documentary. I've earned 5 awards for our community. I've worked in COVID in New York, 44 nights straight, and 6 months in the ICU COVID in Texas. And of course, I helped with the tornadoes here in St. Louis recently last month. If pastor calls me, I answer. I always pick up the phone if they need coats, if they need things at a cooling center or at the shelter in the winter time, or water or drinks or food or whatever he needs, blankets, they call, I will get it there to them. And it doesn't matter where I'm located, because I will call somebody, send them money, whatever, and get it there.
And I am a testament that is what you
I'm sorry.
You definitely do.
Must be a laugh.
How do you propose, you know, we are women. How do you propose we stay well? I know you do a plethora of things physically and mentally for women. At your facility, talk to us about some things physically that you are able to help us with.
Yes. I own a health and wellness center, and guess what? This is my 10th year here. I opened it 10 years ago here in Sunset Hills, and that's where I am right now. And we have Samorlin, testosterone hormone replacement, primary care, weight loss, B12 injections, PRP, a lot of functional medicine here in my office. And I believe everything here I've also tried on myself and not just on the patients. My skin is clear. I don't wear makeup, just lipstick. I drink a lot of water, no soda, no added salt. I do like a little sugar in my cream of wheat in the morning. I love cream of wheat, and sometimes I eat it for dinner. I watch my portions. Today was my first day to do 11 pull-ups. I can now do 11 pull-ups. I work out a lot, 3 to 5 days a week. That's very, very important to me. And I recently started a new hobby of swing dance lessons, 1 to 3 days a week. I love it. And I'm down at the Ritz a lot of Fridays and a lot of Saturdays. The swing dance lessons are on Tuesday in West County.
So if I'm going to talk to you. You are busy with being a doctor, and how do you just talked about swing dancing? How important is it for women to find something other than being a mom, working, and thus?
It's very important to have your self-time. The dancing and the exercise, I'm addicted to both. That is my peace. That is my self-time. And I cannot be bothered at those times. When I'm dancing on that floor with each person, whether I know their names or not, it takes me away from all the monotony, all the craziness around me, just for 2 or 3 hours. And I don't have to worry about all the busy stuff, the lawyer, this lawsuit, or this person, or that issue, or someone needs something at the restaurant or anything. All that.
Hold on, girl. You just snuck something in. And she also owns a restaurant.
I do.
Talk to us about your restaurant.
So I built this place exactly last week, 3 years ago. And I am the first Black-owned business in Jefferson County. It's breakfast and lunch. It's called At Sunrise. And I just wanted to have breakfast one day. I got sick of going in the city for brunch. We also have Liberation. So I know Lady Yoa like that. But we have fresh squeezed orange juice to go with our mimosas. And all of our orange juice is fresh squeezed. We have a machine because I do not like store-bought juice, period. We have custard in our French toast. And I know Lady Yo likes to cook, so she can come tell us how we doing.
I gotta get there. Let me tell you something. I have seen everything you posted, and I'm like, oh, that looks so delicious. The fresh squeezed orange juice, all your dishes, and the people who rave about your restaurant. So let me back up. You're a doctor. You own a restaurant. Your daughter is an international model, and you are out there dancing to enjoy yourself. What would you say to someone who is thinking, do I have time?
Well, you make time for things that are important to you.
That
Period.
part.
My other daughter is pre-med and she's in the Navy. And the
Yes.
younger daughter that Lady Yo was just talking about is working on her Pilates instruction to be an instructor. She's also away in college in Florida because we love Florida. And we travel back and forth a lot there. I was living there for a while. But, and then I have a son and another son who's a nurse and another daughter who is a mom. And
Wow.
she works. So I've raised 5, even though I gave birth to 3.
I feel you, because I call my family the Black Brady Bunch.
Definitely.
His 3, my 2, and her 2. Oz has 3 kids. I have 2 children, and we raised his sister's 2 children since she passed for the last 9 or 10
I remember
years.
that.
So I understand that. I definitely understand that. Give me some advice for, let me say this. What is your wellness word for the week? What's your word?
Love. Love is my favorite word. I love to see people in love. I want to be in love. I will be 50 next year, and I didn't think
baby girl. Oh, baby girl.
I didn't think I was going to be single. So
let me say this. Hold on.
I'm
Let's back the
available.
story up. I am the poster child for finding love after 50. I am the poster child. God is so amazing, and He is going to put you on the right journey. So I'm saying that right now on the Own You Now show.
Let me say that you don't have to be in a relationship to be happy. You have to be in a relationship with yourself first.
Love for yourself.
Absolutely.
Love starts with you loving yourself first, and everything else will come organically.
It does. It does. Let me tell you something. And I am what we say, Tracy, you're gonna be all right.
You're gonna be all right.
I'm okay with it because I put God first. I do a lot of work with the church. And I believe mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually is very, very important. He is the King of Kings, and He is number 1 in my life. I give Him time every day. I also told the Lord that I'm giving Him the rainbow back that He gave us when He said and promised not to flood the earth again. And I said, I will give you that rainbow back for the opportunity to be a wife again for someone who's deserving. As I am giving the better version of myself, I've done my counseling and scripture and church and everything, and I've totally cleaned my entire life up. So I know that this version of me is the best for who's deserving.
And what are the young kids say? You ready?
Listen, there is a jazz series that's coming up this week, this summer, and you need to be there because I promise you that you never know who's going to be there bringing
music, love, it all goes together.
I love music and I love jazz.
It's a whole
we'll make sure you get an invitation. Thank you so much for saying yes to us. And y'all, where can we find you, Dr. Snaz? Where can people come to your facility?
Okay, so, and I'm going to hold you to that invite too. I'm holding you, both of you, to that. So you can find me. I do reside in Jefferson County as well, and it's so beautiful, and I love it there. I have 6.5 acres there. I absolutely love it there. And it's exactly 6 minutes from the restaurant, which is found at 1277 Imperial, Missouri. And it's brunching at sunrise.com. You can find us here at the Health and Wellness Center. The number here is 314-722-6555. And that is stlthwc.com. I also own a home care across the hall. And that's been open for 6 years and is named after my great grandmother because she was a beautiful woman inside and out. And it's 314-222-0711. So that's where you can find me. I want to explain about my voice. I had surgery back in December. I had a polyp on my vocal cords, and this is all I have so far. We've been trying to work with it But I'm thankful because for 4 weeks I had no voice at all. And this is where my journey began, is when the Lord wants your attention, he will silence you. And I definitely got silenced. So that really started my journey where I am right now today.
Well, we are thankful for your journey. We're thankful you said yes, and we're going to visit you at one or all of your visits.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes,
and we'll see you
ma'am.
at the jazz event. Thank you so much.
Wow, you know what? She does so much. We got to figure out how she balances it all, because she does a lot in the community. And maybe
she
the way
balances
that she
it. But speaking of community,
speaking of balance, she can go to the Jazz St. Louis, right?
Yes, we're going to give her an invitation. I want to introduce someone who has just been in my life, who has brought joy and music, because you know music is everything. Victor Goins with Jazz St. Louis. He has something to share that everybody can participate in.
All right, welcome. Hi, good to see you all, ladies.
Good to see you, Victor. I'll tell you what, I get so excited when I get an email. Victor has something going on. I said, bring him on the show. First, we have to ask you, what's in your cup? What you sipping on?
Well, you know, it's still kind of early in the day for me, so I just have some herbal tea here, you know, and saluting to you all.
Salute, herbal tea. So talk to us, first of all, Jazz St. Louis. Bring us on in. What's it all about?
Jazz St. Louis, but we're a non-for-profit located right in the heart of Grand Center, and we're here to serve our community. We have some great programs in performance, education, community engagement, and all of our education and community engagements programs are at no cost to our students. But we have a fantastic summer concert series going on right now that is at no cost to our attendees. So
hold on. Let me give the exclusive. It's FREE.
Lady O, don't just take over. Spell it again. Lady O. Let him.
FREE. I always say St. Louis has so much going on. And for someone like Victor Goins to say, Jazz St. Louis has free opportunities for you to engage in music with your kids, with your loved ones, with your sweetie. It just warms my heart, because a lot of people say, oh, there's nothing going on. Oh, Jazz St. Louis has something going on.
All the time. You know, and it's
so talk to us about the free concerts that are coming up.
Well, you know, we want first of all recognize why it's free. It's due to the generosity of the Stewart Family Foundation and Worldwide Technology. Without them, we could not be doing what we do, and they are tremendous service to their community and very, very generous. So we thank them. But we have this great concert series going on we call the Summer Spotlight Series, where we highlight specific artists from St. Louis and some who no longer live in St. Louis, but they're coming back home to play. We have some younger musicians like Scotty Russell, who came in. He's part of our Jazz U program. We have Caleb Kirby, who's another drummer in the area. A young trombonist, Miles Coles, who's gone away to school in Michigan State University, but he's coming back. We have Marcus Carroll, who's from St. Louis, lives in Chicago now. Wonderful young lady named Haley Driver, who's living in New York doing her thing. We got a brass band coming, a Red and Black brass band. We got a lot going on, so you can't go wrong. We got something for everybody.
Yes, and one thing I can say about Jazz St. Louis, all the music you bring, but the beautiful facility is amazing.
We're very proud of our facility. We want to bring a premium experience to everybody. When you come in, we want you to go back out and tell everybody and tell them there's no place like Jazz St. Louis.
And absolutely, and you can come and you can have your libations. They have great food.
Yes.
And then on top of that, overall, the great music and the acoustics are like none other. I've experienced music all over the world. And when I go to Jazz St. Louis, it is like your soul is filled. You feel the music. You feel like you're right there. There's not a bad seat at Jazz St. Louis.
Not one is the bad seat. And everybody in the house, we want them to really know each other and become part of this family. That's very important to us.
Tracy?
We literally have announced that the Landmark 30th anniversary season is coming up. Please talk to us about that and how we can support it.
Well, first of all, Jazz St. Louis started in 1995 down at the Majestic Hotel by a lady named Barbara Rose and a colleague of hers, last name Bunce, and Peter Bunce. And they had a jazz series at that hotel, which was in the lounge area of it. I'm from New Orleans, but I remember coming through St. Louis on tours. And quite often I would see some of my colleagues performing up in there, some of the greatest musicians in the world, Christian McBride, Nicholas Payton, Tim Warfield, the great Ahmad Jamal. And that series took, it really had a lot of traction and started moving forward. And lo and behold, we eventually moved down to our location that we're on 3536 Washington Avenue. And we went through a big renovation in 2024 to make it the ultimate intimate place to come hear music in the city of St. Louis, in the Midwest, across the country, around the world. Like Lady Yo, I have traveled many, many places, but there's no place like Jazz St. Louis.
Absolutely. And let me tell you something, Tracy, you know, we've gone there to see Shedrick Mitchell, Denise Times, our very own Melina Smith was there recently. Tell people how they can reserve their space for the free concerts.
Absolutely. Well, you know, when you have an item like this, tickets go really, really fast. So you have to be right on top of it. If you go to our website at jazzstl.org, and then you can follow the links that'll take you to performances and ultimately to see what shows we have online. Again, tickets are at no cost, free, FREE, to those attending. So we encourage you to go get your tickets right now because it's a limited amount of tickets.
Absolutely. And now y'all are having an anniversary, a little birdie told me.
Oh, yeah.
Something's coming up.
This is our 30th anniversary. You know, it's going to be fantastic. We're going to have a kickoff party on September 16th. That's going to, if the city aligns with us, we're going to have a second line parade from Compton to Grand. We're going to have Grand Marshals. One of them is going to be the great drummer from New Orleans, Herlin Riley. And we have two surprise guests we hope are going to show up there for us and do their thing.
Yes, I'm getting my boogie shoes on. I'm getting my boogie shoes on. And everyone, stay tuned for the free concert. Stay tuned for the 30th anniversary. We are here to support Jazz St. Louis because they are bringing music from the world right here in St. Louis.
That's right. That's right. And let me also tell you that we get to celebrate the centennial of the legendary St. Louis musician Miles Davis. It's coming up. His birthday is May 26, 2026. And we have some fantastic talent coming in for that. So you don't want to miss that.
Hold on, I'm about to spin in my seat. Back up.
May 26, 26 is Miles's birthday. So we're going to start the season off with things that actually start to begin to celebrate Miles's celebration, you know, as a jazz musician, as a St. Louisan, as a world-renowned musician.
Hold on. That would be an exclusive.
It's going to be an exclusive. You got to be here.
That's an exclusive. May 26th of 26.
26, that's right.
The exclusive is celebrating our very own Miles Davis with Jazz St. Louis.
That's right. That's right. Come on. There'll be birthday cake and everything. We're gonna do Miles right.
Oh, Tracy, we will be there. And Tracy, do you have your dancing shoes on? We're gonna have to get in the second line.
Look, I'm ready. Always.
You know, we always
gotta represent St. Louis. I'm not St. Louis-ish. I'm FTL straight from FTL.
She's a straight, and I'm 314-ish. We are here for you, Victor, to support everything you have going on. And please let everyone know again how they can support your upcoming free events and how they can support Jazz St. Louis.
Well, we're going to, again, you can go to our website at jazzstl.org. You go to the concert schedule. It'll bring you to our Summer Spotlight series. You can see everything that's going to be going on all the way to August in that particular series. And then September 16th, don't forget, we're going to have some good celebration outside. It's going to be like some old time, good time with trucks, grand marshals, people playing music. And then September 17th, we start our 25-26 season, which is our 30th anniversary. And within that season, we got so much music going on that's going to also celebrate the great Miles Davis.
And let me say this, Victor, you are quite the accomplished artist yourself. Please let us know your talents, what you play, and are we going to be able to see you during all of this?
I'm going to have a little part of that. Actually, I just played in the club this past weekend, so it was fun. I'm a tenor saxophonist and a clarinetist. I've been playing for almost 50 years now. I've toured with Wynton Marsalis for 30. I played with rhythm and blues singer Ruth Brown. I've played with many artists in guest appearance like Stevie and
Stevie who?
Stevie. There's only one person in the world with his name Stevie. Everybody else got to put their last name on it.
That's right. You're also a member of the Lincoln Center Orchestra as well. Like everybody should know the original works. You've had over 200 original works, right?
I've got a library that's out there that I hope people will check out.
He's a living legend as well, Lady O.
I know.
Thank you very much.
I know. So privileged and honored to have you here tonight, Victor. We are here to support you. Everyone, go out to the website, Jazz St. Louis. Get your free tickets. Support the 30th anniversary. You might see somebody you know.
I'll look for somebody I know and someone I don't know. Because I'll know them after I know them.
So we look forward to all things Jazz St. Louis. We thank you so much. Before we let you go, what is your affirmation word?
You know, I was listening to DJ Cut, and I have to say my affirmation word is now. Do it right now. Don't wait for tomorrow. Be in the present.
I love that. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for coming on. We can't wait to celebrate everything that Jazz St. Louis has going on. Me and my husband love jazz. Absolutely. Yes. And to be able to celebrate and be a part of history, that's going to be absolutely phenomenal. So thank you.
Tracy, you said it. This is going to be history.
It is. It is.
Yes. Get in it. Do it. Yes, come on.
And you know, for our people who might not know thing about you, tell them there's two types of people: those who love jazz and those who are going to love jazz.
Ooh, that right there is a word. We thank you so much. Anytime you want to come back on, please be a part of the Vibe in the Box. We welcome you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Appreciate you, Victor.
All right. Have a great.
See you soon.
You too. Everybody start dropping your affirmation words in the chat, Lady O. Today was absolutely amazing.
It was. I appreciate all of our owners who stayed with us. We did have quite a few guests, but it was important information. And we're trying to get it in before June is out. We're going into July. But Tracy, thank you so much for navigating all that we do on the Own You Now show. Without your leadership, we would not be where we are today. And I just want to say to the world that I'm appreciative of your leadership and how you make sure the world sees St. Louis in a positive light, and that information is out there and people get resources, not just in St. Louis, but worldwide. So I just want to say thank you so much.
Well, thank you for being one of the best co-hosts. It's not easy doing all of the work. We doing the inside, the outside, making sure you click things on and off. And oftentimes you get tired and you sometimes we all want to stop, but as DJ Cut says, you got to keep going. You got to keep
live.
You got to to the fullest. But you also have to realize that, everybody plays a part in that. So everybody, drop your affirmation words below. Lady O, what is your affirmation word for today?
Let me tell you, unity. Tonight, I just felt unity from, I've known B. Marcel since she was a teenager. I've known DJ Cut since I came to St. Louis. Victor is a big part of my life. You introduced me to the ladies with the boutique and the retail stuff. So it's unity. We don't have to be exactly alike. Everyone has their puzzle piece, but we make a beautiful picture. So unity is my word.
That's it. Unity is everything. And what we do together, I think, represents what unity looks like. So the Joy Cipher, as you all know, is when we come together to make sure that everybody can be seen and heard. So hopefully you all have drop your words in the chat. But I just want you all to know that here on the Own Your Now show, we will continue to be resilient in everything that we do. There is healing in the work. When you know that you're going to live your life to the fullest, you're going to make sure that you are focused on all the things that we need to make sure that we have. But more than anything, we need to know that we are family. That's what unity looks like. So continue to stay focused. But in staying focused, find some peace in your life, find some balance, and understand that at the end of the day, you are unstoppable. And when you're unstoppable, you can continue to give love, peace, and happiness to everything that you do. Unity is key, and we will continue to represent our city right here in the STL, because after all, we are STL strong, y'all. We got so much more to give you all and so much more to continue to give you. We hope that you all enjoy the Own Your Now show. And we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, and we're also on PBS. So y'all, monthly, we have a new episode. This all started as a result of us grieving, you know, me losing my mom, losing my dad during the pandemic. And look, Lady-O, we are here now continuously. We keep coming back because we're about wellness, opportunity, knowledge, and empowerment. And we want to make sure if anybody wants to come on the show, let us know, because that's what we're here.
Worldwide. You don't have to be in St. Louis. We're here to shine the light on you. We're about peace, love, and positivity.
And I want you all to also know that every single show that we have had, Robert Jackson is always a part of it. He was here from the first show, and he's always here. And we thank you, Robert. We thank you so much for all that you do and how you're always involved and you're always supporting our community as well. We are not anything without you all. We're going to start coming to some places soon. You all going to have some exclusives. Lady-O going to drop it probably next week, y'all. But yes. Peace, love, and what else, Lady-O?
Positivity.
That's right, y'all. Don't forget to own your
now. Love y'all.